Years in prison. Daddy Masterson. We'll hear about it, then we're jamming. It's the Mark Inspire Show!
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living.
1,711 days in a row with you. Here, doing it, trying to get away from this negative world. You guys in? We're about to get down with something negative, and then we're gonna jam. We gotta talk about the news though, because I don't know, I guess try to get some people here. But if you show up and you're like, oh cool, I got the news update, stick around. We're playing music tonight, like we do every night, but not just music. I am the inventor of the only guitar drum. The drum for guitarists. It's called the BeatSeat. It's the drum you play with your hands and your feet. But if you're a guitar player, it's the drum. It's the drum you can kick while you play your guitar. And sit comfortably. We're going to get into it in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. You guys can do something cool. Share. Subscribe. Hit the bell. All notifications on. And make sure you check often because they unsubscribe many people from the show. You're going to see why in a minute. We bring people together. We live in the moment. We're lifting each other up in a time when they want us divided. So stick around, people. And remember, I'm here every single day since December 31st, 2018. This is the longest running daily show on earth. What's that, Joanne? Gosh almighty, Joanne. Nobody heard anything I just said, did they? Because of you and your stupid wheeze. Maybe if you kept it down a little back there, you were like in the other room, and still, everybody just heard me going, or they just listened to you and saw me acting erratic. Anyway, guys, there's a guitar here. There's a Joanne back there. And Matt Zabrowski will be with us shortly for his woo-hoo. This is the 1,711th day of a woo-hoo from Matt Zabrowski. You know he's a Grammy winner? He'll tell you about it if you speak to him at all. It's all he talks about. Hey, Matt, can you go and grab some milk for me? Sure, you know what? I had milk in my coffee the night I won Grammy. Zabrowski, really? Gosh almighty. I had this book, I read it, it was amazing. Oh really, what's it called? War and Peace. Oh, that's interesting. I was actually thinking of an excerpt from War and Peace when I won the Grammy. Gosh almighty, Zabrowski!
So many perfect.
What's that, Zabrowski? No, Zabrowski, I mean, I know you're proud. I'm proud of you. I mean, you won it for my song.
Something to live for.
Guys, there's something to live for. You gotta remember that this is a live creation show. There is no script. Never has been a script, never will be. We live in the moment. Are you ready to take this moment somewhere? Matt Zabrowski!
Something to live for.
Zabrowski, I'll take that woohoo now. Oh, you want me to throw it to you? Woohoo! Right! Right, you got... Oh, man! Zabrowski, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'm saying that's almost Grammy-worthy. Almost. But just, you know, there's something a little off about that one, Zabrowski, you know? Like, it was good. It was great. But it just wasn't, like, Grammy. Yeah. Sorry, you only got one. You gotta keep, you can't let his head get too big. You can't let Zabrowski's head get too big. Because then he's gonna, you know, take it to the Howard Stern show. Why is it? First of all, it's not tuned. But it doesn't sound very loud right now. I don't know what the heck's going on here. We'll figure that out in a moment here. I'll tell you, I know why. The wires sound all weird. How often do we change wires, guys? I mean, it's like, I should get a company to, sponsor me for wires. Mark Pires! Guys, the other Mark Pires! He is awesome. Mark Pires, we have to get you on the show. Can we get the dueling Mark Pires together where you give us financial advice and I just try to lift everybody up into the light? Just for a little bit of warmth, in a time where they just don't want to give you any. Let's try something. If I go out and then... Is that any better? Much better. All right, so I'm going to write a song right now on the moment. Joanne, we're going to get rid of you. We don't need you, Joanne. We are here on my invention, the drum I told you about. It's called the BeatSeat. Only drum in the world that you could play with your hands and feet at the same time. This is what we were playing on last night. Let me see. Life is so surreal. That's right. This was that was Wharton Fissel came up with that. Just said life is so surreal, and I took it, wrote a song out of it. Mark Pires, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. happen. It's so freaking annoying. It was good, but that pissed me off. Sorry. I can't, you know. Let me go see what was said on. I put a little. Ooh, an original on the BeatSeat. We're doing it. We are doing it. So. Can't get this guitar to stay in tune? Really? I mean, I know I bend the freaking heck out of the strings and whatnot, but whatever. Why do you always have to go out of tune on me? I gotta put new strings on, I think. It's about that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme, you know, in real time. Here we go. So, guys, as you know, Danny Masterson's going to jail for 30 years. Bottom line, you know. He was. I didn't watch the trial, but he's getting 30 years. So he did it, and the crime shall be, I guess, paid for. But I don't know if that even is enough, you know. Supposed to let that go one more time.
I want. Within the valley of the Lord, trying to find my only light inside of me. I look inside of you. And when the night is gone, I will look into the shining day. Will you take my heart away? That love was gone, that love was in the air. Walking away, I can see the truth. You wanted love, I only wanted you. Love, then I saw your face. Love was found, love could look this way. I'm lost inside of this life. I will look for you, I'll find it out. I'll look through you.
At least you're still here, asked Coop and Leisure. At least you caught that. That was a song a couple million could have appreciated, I think. Instead, I had a couple people here that are a couple million. Kind of like that. Dig on a pick. Sometimes you throw the freaking pick. You're into it. And the pick is down the sidelines. And you're looking to Joanne for some answers. You know. Joanne, you've seen better days. Still haven't watched that moo-moo, huh? Right? Sometimes when you're here and you're in the middle of playing some music, you know, in the process, and you got Andrew Fedorov kicking it with me, you know, and we're doing it. Guitar, BeatSeat. Bradley Smith's in the background with the tambourine. You know, that's where all the music was coming from anyway, was Bradley's beat. Thank you, Bradley. Leisure number 7 was rocking out too at a cymbal, you know, like the, you know, the one, this triangle symbol, that one. I didn't mean a symbol, I meant like a triangle. He's got the triangle. You heard it, you know. Pamela Swan, nobody could do anything without those keyboards that Pamela Swan was rocking out on. You guys heard it. On fire, you know. S-Coop, you guys know what happened there. The bass, bow, chicka, bow, bow, you know, and then like everybody else tagged along. You know, everybody wants to go with the bass player, hang out with the bass player. Oh, you're cool, aren't you? Guy plays a 4-string instrument. He plays it well, though. That's great. He plays 4 strings. I play 6, but when someone plays an 8-string, or a 7-string, or 9-string, or a 12-string, I play 12. 12's easy. But you play a 13, 19 string, 27 string. That's impressive. Good for you doing it. You got 27 freaking strings in your guitar. Making music with your 6-string guitar. You're right, Joanne. Joanne. Could you please stop wheezing? You know, we're here. Renee Woods wanted to come down and hear some music. She wanted to hear just a little bit about the moment that we're going through. Of course, you destroy everything. And the smell now, you know. Trish said she'd be willing to wash that moo-moo, Joanne, if we could find fabric big enough to cover you. You know, that was a special job. You know, we had to hire a seamstress who had all the yarn in San Diego, and they were still short where her legs are. They had to call in a favor. When you call Arkansas and you buy up all their stash too, in order to finish the legs for Joanne, that's a big deal, We have Liberty and Freedom stop by as well, and when things are there and everybody's doing some freedom, except for Joanne, she's locked in, because the hot air balloon carditis. If she wasn't locked in at the heel, she'd float away into my rafters, and then we have an issue, Joanne, we already had that issue with the entryway. It was a 42-inch opening. She freaking obliterated it. Hovered right through. Freaking 2x4s everywhere. It's quite concerning. Joanne, after your gigantocarditis, when you graduated to humongocarditis, I should have known. I should really invest in some shackles. Of course, you're the first, case of humongo. So nobody really knew what was next. It's like Charlie came by with the soda pop. Blech. Joanne's floating. Joanne, what's going on? Humongocarditis. No more. What is it now, Joanne? Hot air balloon carditis. She's floating away. Rafters. That's the first time. I had to have the whole roof replaced. Not doing that twice. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, look, that's on you. You don't have enough money to pay for the roof the second time. Insurance only does it once. They're like, oh, sir, yeah, we'll fix it this one time. But that freaking moose you got in the studio, you can't have a moose in your studio and then file a claim. That's not right, because now you're taking advantage of the system. Moose and then I want to redo. I want to redo because she took out the ceiling when she did a hot air balloon carditis, and that we got a call on Dr. Weasel for G4. Pays due. You're a multimillionaire now from Bugaboos. You gotta wear your maze. Make sure you double decker. He's got 5,274 on when he goes out for dinner. Excuse me, sir. What would you like for your main meal? I'm sorry, sir. I can't hear you through your 7,246 masks. Do you think you could remove the mask from the masks, plural, times 100,000? Can you remove them so I could hear the words you're trying to speak? Oh, no. Or sure, you want to point to what you like? Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, you'd like the veal chop. That sounds good. We do a wonderful veal